Greetings, this is Slosh and welcome to something very new, something very exciting, something very, very, very cool. This is Pillars of Eternity. I've been waiting for this for an incredibly long time. It's actually just gone past midnight. I've unpacked it at midnight on Thursday, the 26th of March in Australia. Let's click a new game. We're going to do it on normal. We're not going to do it on easy. The normal difficulty requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. Is not recommended for newcomers to real-time party-based RPGs. I played a lot of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Icewind. I think we're going to be okay. Let's jump straight into it.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
So we've crashed into a tree in the winter. Alright, here we are. We are going... Is that dreadlocks? Wow. We are going to make them out. I'm going to see how close I can make them look to me. And I'm pretty godlike. Now the godlike I was interested by because they had, you know, it's a god. And we've got the Orlans, we've got the elves, we've got the dwarves, we've got the Umas. The mighty Umas are the largest of the Kith races and are normally found in or near oceans. They get might +2. I kind of feel that something fun... We're going to go with human for now. I'm still trying to work out what kind of class I want to make. And you can see in the sub-race you get different fighting spirits, which once per encounter 5 seconds after being reduced. Below 50% endurance, folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. So you can pick different things here. I'm going to go with the ocean folk to start with. Now, the classes are going to determine what I go back and change my actual race to be. Trying to think of something a little different. I've seen people do rogues, I've seen people do rangers, you know, I've seen people do all of this stuff. And I'm kind of thinking about what I'd like to play as my character, you know, because you get the rest of the team and stuff like that. I'd like to make a monk. Now monks use stealth, athletics and survival. So I'm kind of thinking if we go back to male, and the might +2, that is dexterity +1 is an elf. The godlike has dexterity +1, intellect +1. Kind of feel that it would be pretty fun to play a godlike. The godlike are children of the Kith civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear as near impossible. Oh, I don't know if we want to make ourselves that kind of stand-out-ish. I mean, we could go an elf. I kind of want to go one of these. The mighty Elma are the largest of the Kith, as I said. Such as Ruate, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. I kind of want to make one of these as a monk. Almost feels like there's an avatar dude right now. And we can have an island one or a coastal one now. Coastal Aoma gain bonuses defend against prone and stun effects. And the island ones, all island Aoma gain an additional weapon set. That's interesting, isn't it? I'm going to go coastal to get prone and stun effects. Alright, so we're going to go with the monk. I really want to go with the monk. Now, monk abilities cover an array of effects to bolster the effect of their melee attacks. Protect the monk from afflictions or turn the tables on attack, as most monk abilities are powered by wounds. But some simply have per encounter or per rest use. So what I'm assuming, since I've only played the beta, is that we're going to pick from one of these. Now, Torment's Reach. The initial target is hit with a powerful blow that does initial crush damage. Enemies in a cone behind the target suffer crush damage and have their might reduced. Swift Strikes. The monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their attack rate for a brief period. Requires 1 wound. Okay, I'm going to go with Swift Strike. Just because I don't think people are going to be in a cone behind them all that much. Now, monks, just to make it clear, monks want, I guess from looking at it, is... Okay, as monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities, so they need to get wounded first. So, I'm going to jump back over here. We're going to go monk. We're going to go Swift Strikes, just like we did before. Now, we do have 15 points left. These, I'm assuming, because I have the little star next to them, are the ones that we want to concentrate on. So we're going to take that up to 18. Take Constitution up to 16. Take Dexterity down to 16. I'm going to take that up to 15. Down 2. Up to yes. I'm happy with that. 16 Might, 14 Constitution. Actually, Might doesn't seem as important. So we're going to go 16 Constitution, 17 Dexterity, 10 Perception, 10 Intellect, 11 Resolve, and 14 Might. Now, the Culture. I'm going to go... I want extra Dexterity, to tell you the truth. So, the Deadfire Archipelago, consisting of the nation of Nasitak, dozens of Oma settlements, and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea. Deadfire is home to boreal dwarves of Uma, Aumau? I don't want to say Aumau. Aumua. And a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. I want to go with them. That sounds pretty cool. Background now. I personally like to think of myself... Oh, it has actual effect. I like this. It has actual effect. I like to think that... I like to think that we're going to pick one of these ones. Mechanics, what does that do? Traps and locks. Okay. I actually want it to be like athletics and survival. So we're going to be a slave. You have never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence. Someone has told you what to do your entire life. I dig that. Let's be the slave. We're going to look at our colours. Oh, that's the colours on our clothes. So we want to go black. Secondary colour, red. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now skin... I dig the tattoos actually, you know, if you look at them. So I like it. So we're going to change our heads a bit because we want to make... Oh, I don't know. Do we have longer hair? I always like to have really long hair. I do dig the kind of dreadlock kind of thing. I mean, that just looks a little bit crazy. I'd like to have some kind of like dreadlocky looking thing. I've got a little bit of an affinity for dreadlocks. That doesn't look too long though. I kind of feel that one, the first one, the blue one, is the one we want to go with. And I kind of want to make the hair a different colour. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy with that. So we've got our skin can be all these different colours. I like that. So now here's the thing. These portraits, I hope there's one that kind of represents... Oh, how cool is that picture? That's awesome. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, that's not what we're looking for. Going through, finding the one that we're after. We want something that kind of represents us as opposed to anything else. I'm happy with that. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leading the way.
Well, that sounds good.
To whispers and shadows. I shall lead us.
Quickly and quietly.
Follow me. Take him down.
I've got to go with the stoic one. Now, this is going to be Slosh. Got to be Slosh. We are Slosh, a level 1 monk. I'm fully keen on this. I know I've rushed through the character creation an awful lot. If I find anything more about it later, I'll jump in on making an episode on all the different things that are available in the character creation. But I am so excited about seeing this game. Let's go. I'm so excited right now. Wow, that looks pretty. Wow. The caravan master finishes addressing the group. He's a bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the
The
hillside.
whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
I'll try not to.
Everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you
Touch
over.
of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
So if we drink water, we're going to die?
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached blow, and tells him what you just heard. Sparfell nods and slides the one bow over his shoulder. So I'm going to say, where would I find these berries?
A bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Sounds like a tutorial level.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Glonfothen sounds a pretty cool name, I like it.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Okay, so your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex might all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out there, do you think, sir?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
Okay, there's concern in his tone apparently, and he does not elaborate. Well, let's make him elaborate then. What kind of weather are you talking about, buddy?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself. Never cared to.
I don't want to either. Okay, so what are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it.
Really?
Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Oh, can you promise?
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
That's great.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Okay, guys, that seems to be the end of that dialogue.
Let's get going before you keel over.
Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Yora, you may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. Well, we're definitely going to be watching that then. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glenfathan ruins, Odema has assigned Kalisha to help you. Kalisha is a fighter, a class that excels at close quarters defense. Use her abilities to complement your own. To select a party member, click on their selections, so down here I guess, or either one of these. I guess that's her there. Press the number button that corresponds to their position in the party, so 1 and 2. That's pretty cool. To select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag over the selector. Oh, nice. Now we were supposed to talk to a dude called... I've apparently pressed slow mode. To move selected characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. All selected characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, you cannot walk on that part of the map. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. Okay, that's cool. So, if we had 1 selected, you would have... Okay! Let's have a look now. We needed to talk to a dude. That's Caravaneer. Caravaneer. Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have larger conversations to explore. The merchant Hearden has a conversation that opens a store with equipment for sale. Hearden, where's Hearden? Is that you down there? Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. The weird thing in this one... Caravaneer. 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 Where's Hearden?
Sure.
Oh, holding... Okay, guys. Holding the middle mouse button as you move the thing around, or the arrow keys. I remember this in the beta was really, really strange. So we need to find Hearden, because he must be over here or something. That must be... There he is. Let's go talk to him. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Got a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten used to shaving on the road.
Is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale, if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you've got. Okay, so we've got... This is the problem. We're a monk. So I don't know if we actually want anything. She doesn't have anything though. So she probably needs something. She doesn't need a crossbow. She is a fighter. So if we give her a sword. Give her a sword. And a shield. And I think that's literally all we need to do, because we have 100 copper pieces, so let's do that. We'll give them to her. I have this weird feeling that, no, we're going to accept, we're just going to go back there. I have a weird feeling that she's already got stuff. Oh, why didn't I check that? I don't need that, I don't think. So we're going to leave that. We're just going to move on with our lives. Now... Is there a map? There is a map. Oh wow, how cool is that? Okay, so you can see it moving around in the background there. I do think WASD should do that, but it's really, really doing something different. But that's okay. We're going to learn to use the mouse, is what we're going to do. I know that seems a bit weird. It seems a bit weird to me, trust me, but we're going to do our best. Now, she's got that. Now, I'm a monk.
Yeah.
Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. So we're going to go up this way.
Huh?
Okay, I'm going to get used to... Oh, there's a dude here. Sparfell, he's supposed to get water.
Soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
I don't like you. You're a douche. So we're going to go down this way, see if we can find anything. I already like the sound effects. I mean, I know they're not complicated or anything like that, but... Oh, like, I dig it. It's... Hey, 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 I want you. Come back here. Hey, what's this? Something's happened over here. Travellers maybe, or looters, or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. The corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirched its simple linen clothing. On this dude there is... leather armor. So he's already got leather armor, and there's a lockpick. So we've got lockpicks. That's cool. I wonder if holding Alt...
Steady does it.
What does Alt do? Scouting is left Alt. That's scouting. What's scouting do? I guess you're sneaking. That's okay. I guess Alt is sneaking. I'm going to have to get used to these controls because they do feel a little bit wrong. WASD really, to me, feels like you should be moving the screen around, but there you go. And the combat, I don't know what the combat's going to be like, but I'm kind of excited to see it. Use the tab key to highlight interactive objects. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Oh, look, we can interact with this.
Not good.
The footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. But there's a bottle. There's a beer there. We'll give that to him. Yes. I dig the fog. The fog effects are really cool. So...
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, the controls are a little bit weird. The controls are a little bit weird, but I do remember that from the beta. Like, I did have problems with... I felt like WASD should be moving stuff around, but it's not doing that. It's doing other stuff. And spacebar pauses, which is good, because we are doing a CRPG where you do need to pause in the middle of combat. I'm a little bit concerned we're going to walk around the corner. Hey, what's this?
Keeping quiet.
Oh, sorry. Tab shows you what you can do that. We picked up some Burn Lady.
Check by those outcroppings.
Let's check by those outcroppings. This seems to be the furthest we can zoom out. Wait a minute. Okay, Pillars of Eternity combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it is a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met. Okay, so that's something we need to have a look at afterwards. Let's have a look at you. You can do... Can I do you? Okay, so he's going to attack her. We have knockdown. 2 times per encounter, merely only shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone. Okay, so we're going to try and knock that one over. Let's see what happens. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 4 primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. Okay, so we've actually punched the hell out of that wolf so far. So she should just attack, and he should just basically punch on, because he doesn't have any wounds yet. He can't use that, so that's fine. And Slosh killed the young wolf, so the wolf is down. That's done. Let's loot it. There's a wolf hide. You can definitely have the wolf hide. Should we head up here and see if we can see anything?
Be quiet.
This is it.
Okay. Oh, that seems what we're after. As you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open up to review your notes. Alright. Kalisha. So what's a slave doing in the free palatine of Direwood? Guessing those marks on your back didn't come from loving caresses. I was in a galley at sea. Yeah? How's it happened to you to come here? We conspired against our masters. When we found an opening, we took over the ship and sent them overboard. I like the idea that we fucking took over the ship, we took that shit back, and then I left. You do what you can to survive. What else can someone be expected to do? Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? Well, it is a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plan in store? I'm gonna settle here and start a new life. That's all I want. I just don't want to be a slave. I don't want that. I want to be a slave. That's the only thing that's got me going. Well, who knows? Raedric pays well enough, maybe we end up neighbours. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kalisha sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Examital. But I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. Odema I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Alright, let's get back to camp. I'm keen. Let's get back to your sister. Let's get back to our stuff. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on. Let's get you your water. Quest updated. A moment's respite. Party gained 170 experience. I've heard you cannot grind in this game. The only way you can actually get experience is by kind of completing quests, and like there's a little bit where at the beginning of the game you can kill a certain number of a type of enemy, and that actually you get experience as you learn about them. But after that, it's taken grinding out of the game, and I'm really excited about that. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to leave this right about here. It's around about 30 minutes. It seems like the best possible time to leave it. We've finished the first quest. We're about to move on to the next one. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or questions or comments or anything whatsoever, please do leave them down below. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. I've been excited about this game for months. I kickstarted it just after Wasteland 2. I've been really, really excited about this ever since I heard about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I will see you guys next time.